and welcome back to Beyond. Over the next few videos, we're going to be taking a look at the plot of George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984. With 23 chapters in total, it is divided into 3 sections. We're going to start off today by taking a look at part 1 and taking a brief look at the context of the novel. If you find this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the bell below to stay up to date with further notifications. George Orwell's dystopian social science fiction novel 1984 was released in the UK in 1949. It was a warning about the effects of a totalitarian government. Considered as one of the most prominent novels of the 20th century, its warnings to society only grew more haunting with time as real life increasingly reflected the purgatory that Orwell once considered as futuristic. Writing under the pseudonym of George Orwell, the real and political author Eric Blair intended to explore the terrifying idea of a society without the freedom to think for oneself, and as a warning to society that totalitarianism is a growing possibility if we do not defend our right to personal freedom, free speech, and the right to think for ourselves. Within part 1, we are introduced to Oceania through the eyes of the protagonist, Winston Smith, who feels frustrated by the oppression of the inner party. Citizens are watched everywhere they go and live with every aspect of their lives under the complete control of the party, Big Brother, and the thought police. Winston is in fact an employee of the Department of Records, where his role is to continually doctor and change history in favour of the inner party and Big Brother. He begins to illegally record his thoughts in a diary, which he purchased in the Prole district, an area of impoverished citizens considered so insignificant that they are relatively unmonitored by the party. It is within this diary that he commits the punishable by death crime of writing the words "down with Big Brother." Winston becomes fixated on remembering life before the inner party, but he struggles to remember the date, his age, and any of his own personal history. This is due to the party's systematic erasure of the past and any history that does not align with their vision. Within this process is the creation of Newspeak. This is a language that excludes all emotion, imagery, and cuts out any language related to honour, morality, democracy, and science. During lunchtime at work, Winston discusses the creation of the Newspeak dictionary with Syme, who is his colleague, but he is also considered to be too intelligent for the party. All party propaganda is projected on huge telescreens where footage of Emmanuel Goldstein, the principal enemy of the state and leader of the rebel party, the Brotherhood, is televised to evoke fear, hatred, and anger amongst citizens. Winston believes that women are the most faithful believers of the government's propaganda, and he eventually becomes fixated with lust and hatred for Julia, who works in the fiction department of the Ministry of Truth and is a member of the Junior Anti-Sex League. Winston begins to believe that he has definitive proof of party lies, and in trying to establish the truth, he decides that hope for the future lies with the proletarian district and in the freedom to think for oneself. He also becomes fixated with another inner party member called O'Brien, who he truly believes is an enemy of the state and can help him in his pursuit of the truth. See you soon for part 2.